before I start playing. Because when I'm playing, don't really have the time to like grab water and drink, right? So I just want to get myself hydrated. Let's see. Let's play. What rank am I again? I've literally just logged on 224. Okay. So in order to reach 200, I just need to win like 2 games. One game will bring me to 210, something like that. 2 games I think will put me at around 190. So it will be in the top 200. And I think if I do achieve that, then I'll probably be aiming for a top 100. Because, 100 just sounds like a lot different from 200, right? It's like double digits. I can say I've been in the double digits for the peak mode before. So that's like a better reputation, I think, than just top 200. So I think I will go for top 100 soon. Just for bragging rights. And what else? I have a 10,000 goal right now, so I think, oh no, I only have 9,000. Okay, so I think I will need to play for 2 days before I actually can buy another hero. My next hero will probably be Zilong. If you go into a shop here, go into a jungler section here. I don't really play a lot of the other junglers. Like Dianwei is pretty garbage, so I won't play him. I play Hansing. But I don't play him as well as I play with Zilong or Nakaruru. Hansing is just like normal Hansing. It's to play Hansing well, your reaction need to be very quick. My reaction is not quick, so I do know some of the basic combos like the 2-1, then 2-1-3, those kind of combo. But I don't really know. I can't really like react fast when I'm getting CC'd. I can't like immediately use my ultimate to negate the CC. Hansing is a hero you really need. You can't build like semi-tank as a Hansing. You really need to build all damage as Hansing and play like a very stealthy assassin, which I can't really do because you have very little room for error if you go full damage. So I like to play my junglers like half tank. So I go for Zilong and Nakaruru. Nakaruru is honestly I play her more like a warrior than a tank. If there's another warrior like Zilong that can do like consistent sustained damage, then I'll probably play him. But right now there isn't really someone like that. Like Athena, I won't say it's pretty tanky. Athena is very squishy as well. I do know how to play Athena. Kai is pretty horrible because he have low mobility. Sun Ce has low mobility. I think Sun Ce can be okay as a jungler. I know Sun Ce is, his skills are, he's definitely mobile because he can use his ultimate to traverse the map. But in the team fight, it's difficult for Sun Ce to actually like get to the back line, get to the back row as effectively as Zilong, because his mobility skills is, you can't really fine tune it as well as Zilong. Like his ultimate, you can't exactly make it go where you want to go because you cannot like immediately swerve to the right. Like if something happens and then you find that you want to go to the right, you can't really just swerve to the right. You need to travel for a while, avoiding obstacles, then sort of bend towards the right. But then you, in that sense, he's like a lot less mobile than Zilong. Jing is not really a warrior type of hero. It's more like an assassin. Can play Jing as a warrior as well, I guess. But I think I've never actually seen people play her as a warrior. And also Jing is I think her skills is too complicated, and not too complicated. Her skills are not that complicated, honestly. I played her a few times in board games already. But it's just that there's too much fine details to take note of when playing the character. I think her basic combos are quite easy. But then your basic combos are not as good enough to put you above the basic combo of Nakaru and Zilong. Jing has very high skill ceiling. If you play a Jing perfectly, they're going to be better than Zilong and Nakaru. But if you play a Jing like averagely, I don't really know how to put it. Like if a normal player plays a Jing and not make any big mistakes, she's not going to be as impactful as Zilong and Zhao Yun. She's a hero that you really need to master, and I just don't have the time for that or talent for that. Yun Zhongjing, too little room for error. Mayan, I don't think she'll be good in the jungle. Her sustain damage is too low in my opinion. She's more like an assassin kind of hero. Dharma, I think can also work in the jungle. I might actually explore Dharma in the future. Not just Sun Ce. Actually, no, I don't think I'll ever play Sun Ce in the jungle. I think I'll play Dharma. There's a chance for me to play Dharma in the jungle. So after I get Zilong, I might actually get Dharma also. Akuto is not my kind of hero. I think she need to invade the enemy jungle very aggressively. Also, she poses zero threat to the enemy backline. She's way too dependent on your Clash laner to sort of assassinate the enemy's backline. So I don't think she's a very good jungler. Yeah, she's certainly tanky, but she poses so little threat to the enemy backline that I don't think she's worth playing. Sima Yi is not strong here. Luna, I can't play her. I just can't. Everybody knows Luna's skill, right? But when you play it in the actual match, it's going to be very different from what you imagine in your head. Your reaction need to be extremely fast. You need to be extremely well practiced with the familiar with the hero skills. You need to be even more well practiced than Jing in order for Luna to be at a level that you can use inside the top 200. I will never ever achieve that level, so I'm never going to play Luna. Liu Bei is also another hero that I'm going to play. I think the sequence is going to be Nakaru, Zilong, then Liu Bei and Dharma. Because one of the good things about Liu Bei is in AoV his dash is actually not able to let him cross walls. But here he can actually dash past walls, which is a great plus. He's also like most people actually build him full damage, but you can build one like semi-tank item on him also, which is what I'm going to do if I play him. I already have a build set up for him already. I think he's on par with Zilong, honestly. So I'll either get him or Zilong. I think I'm favoring Zilong more as of now. Because Zilong is a little bit more powerful than him for now. But I think Zilong is actually going to get a nerf soon, and Liu Bei is going to get buffed. So after those changes, right, I think both of them are going to be on par. The changes haven't actually landed now. So I'm still favoring Zilong over Liu Bei. Let's see. Go to Liu Bei here. Liu Bei. Let's see my build on him. This is my build on him. Honestly, you can replace this with this item over here also. This item, Frostguard Embrace over here. But I think you shouldn't have like two items in there. Two defensive items. Yeah, so if the enemy has very heavy magic damage dealing units, then you can go both of you can go use this item. But if they don't have high AP damage, then you can go both of this and this. I think having these two items will not lower your damage by that much. I think it's going to be okay. It also gives you a lot of room for error because your ultimate won't really like get exhausted so quickly. Because your ultimate is a fixed amount of shield, right? Then it's not really scaled by your AD damage, I think. Let me just quickly take a look at scaling. Liu Bei. I wonder if anybody actually play him Clash lane. So Liu Bei, I think it's way too dependent on the blue buff. Is it a fixed damage thing? Yes, it's actually a fixed damage thing. So even if your AD scaling is very high, it doesn't change the shield damage amount. So yeah, you can build defense item on him. His shield will get depleted slower. Then you can maintain your purify faster. You can maintain your immune CC immune status more. I think you can maintain it longer. 60% of the damage due to enemy heroes is added to a shield. So if you do less damage, obviously your shield regen less. But I don't think he has very high damage scaling. So building these two tank items on him they will definitely stop your shield from depleting more than they add to your shield. So that's just how I'm going to put it. So yeah, that's going to be my build if I play Liu Bei. Honestly, right now I'm favoring Zilong more, so my next hero is definitely going to be Zilong. After that, it will be Liu Bei. Then at that point, I'll transition to a jungler instead of a marksman. Right now, I'm mainly playing a support then marksman. But after I buy Zilong, it will be support then jungler. Because it's very hard for a marksman to carry your team, I think. In this game, at least. Early game, you are super dependent on your support. If your support does not know how to play at all, your lane is very difficult to like hold your lane. I would say I'm not that great of a marksman in the higher elo. I think in the low elo I'm a very capable marksman, but the high elo I'm more or less like I'm just a normal high elo marksman. So most of the time I think I can actually win the enemy in lane. Of course I got solo killed a bunch of times and I solo killed others a bunch of times, but there are times where I get solo killed in lane, and that's like a big mistake for a marksman to make in general. So I don't think I cut out to be a marksman. In AoV I also play as mainly as a support, but I also play marksman as well. AoV marksman is a lot simpler than quite as compared to here, because you can clear your minions relatively safely. Over here, I think the base damage of marksmen's, not just marksmen, of enemy heroes is a lot higher. So one mistake and their minions can be sent to your tower very quickly and they can tower dive you very easily. So yeah, the threat of tower diving is very real here. It's less prevalent in AoV. I think tower diving still happens a lot in AoV, but is a lot more easy to do here, I think, because of the higher damage scaling. I think actually rather than higher damage, I think it's because people has less defense here, less armor and less magic defense items. In fact, the magic defense actually scale with level in Arena of Valor, but magic defense does not scale here. So your magic defense will stay at a consistent 168, I think. 169, 168. Actually no, it does scale, but it scales a lot less than AoV. Don't quote me on that. I think it scales a lot less than AoV. Anyway, yeah, whether or not it scales or not, I'm not sure, but I do know that the final magic defense value that you get at level 15 is a lot lower than AoV. So magic dealing damage units, or people with like magic damage in their kit, will be doing a lot of damage to you. So yeah, generally I would say the damage is a lot higher in here, so you have left room for error. That's great news for assassins, bad news for great news for assassins and warriors, bad news for marksmen. So I think it would be better if I play warriors and assassins, because my reaction warriors are mostly warriors, because my reaction is too slow for like the level that a marksman or assassin should be at. I think at higher elo I'm not suitable for those roles, because you need to be very mechanically proficient, and you also have to have very fast reaction, both of which I don't really have. So yeah, I think I'll just stay away from those two roles. But right now I really don't have a lot of heroes for jungle, so I have to play marksman. I'm forced to play marksman. Yeah, so I think with that, let's just get started. As I mentioned, I have 2 games. These are my games yesterday. I have 2 games until I reach my goal. Hopefully I can break into a top 200 by today. Let's see. Actually, you know what? It's like tomorrow is already next week. So I have a goal that I need to be top 200 by next week. So literally today is going to be the last day for me to be able to reach top 200. Hopefully I'll be able to achieve that and lose less than I win this game. Today, I mean this stream. I think with that, I'll just cut the audio here. See you guys at the end of the stream. I already explained like my choice of heroes, which heroes I think are strong, which heroes I think are weak in the past already. Oh my god. They want the Zhang Liang. But I want to play Zhang Liang, man. Yeah, I think Zhang Liang is a lot better in support. So I'm gonna pick Zhang Liang. I think I'll just cut the audio here. I think I actually have to just pause for 2 minutes before I continue matchmaking, because the next game, the enemy and both the enemy and my team are going to ban Zhang Liang. My teammates are the enemy. So I'm just going to wait for about 2 minutes before I start the next round again, because I want to be paired with different people. I don't want to pair with the same people because they will definitely ban Zhang Liang. So if they actually ban Zhang Liang, there are very little hero to play. I pretty much only have Xiang Yu and Dong Huang, which I don't really want to play. I will play Xiang Yu if the enemy has an immobile marksman, as I already mentioned. If they don't have the immobile marksman and all their picks are very mobile, like Alessio for example, picking like a Xiang Yu against Alessio is like a death sentence, because Alessio is like one of the most mobile marksmen out there. So Xiang Yu would never be able to sort of reach Alessio. So it's going to be very difficult for you to play Xiang Yu. If you play as Dong Huang, I think it's still okay. Dong Huang, I like Dong Huang because he's basically a lockdown for mobile assassins also. He's sort of a Zhang Liang but a shorter range. So the problem with him is he does not have as much range damage and sustained damage as Zhang Liang. Also, he's not, in terms of tankiness, he's also like not super tanky. With the build I have on him, is only like slightly more tanky than Zhang Liang. So he's like a range support. I mean, he's not really a range support. He's like a support you can play at a melee, but not as strong as like a full-on tank. Also, his range damage is a lot lower than Zhang Liang, and it's a lot less consistent. So that's the reason I don't feel like playing him. If Zhang Liang is banned, I will have to play him, because most of the time, right, the enemy marksman won't show that early on. That means that I pretty much only handpick Dong Huang, because if you pick a Xiang Yu into a mobile marksman, then you are in for a world of hurt. So yeah, I think those are the reasons why Zhang Liang is still going to be like by far one of the best picks that I want to play. Also, this game, honestly, the enemy is not very good. By the way, my build is wrong. I should have sold the CD boots for the penetration boots instead, for some extra damage. It's fine though. The enemy, they don't have a lot of teamwork. Also, like generally, I think our Sima Yi played very well this game. So the Sima Yi got a lot of kills in the early game, then just like sort of snowballed. So there was no coming back for the enemy team on that. The Nakuru, I honestly expected the Nakuru played a lot better. It's 1727. That's insanely high. But honestly, the skill level does not feel like a 1727. I think a lot of the games he played is actually like Trill Q. But to be honest, his teammate is also pretty garbage, so can't really blame him. But he definitely got a lot of points deducted from that match, because most of us are around 1,006, he's 1,700. So I think you win or lose scores based on the point differentiation, not differential. So one loss is going to be very damaging for the enemy jungler. I cannot really pronounce that jungler correctly. I always say jungle. Jungler is like a role. Jungle is your own jungle. Why is this guy flexing his win rate? That's kind of annoying. In China, this is a fun fact, but in China, people likes to flex their win rate so that people actually pick their mains. Because in this peak mode, right, a lot of people try to farm hero power of this peak mode. That ends up having a lot of people like dropping ranks with their ults and gaining rank with their mains so that they can rise in hero power. So when you are playing a game that you are not confident in, right, most people won't pick their mains. So you want to show off your win rate to assure your teammates that you'll be picking a main this round, so that they will actually pick their mains and you'll have a higher chance of winning. Okay, if the enemy has a Sun Ping, a range support, right, I would never go a tank support. Hopefully they won't pick Zhang Liang. I don't think they will ever pick Zhang Liang again because they already have a. Oh, they have 3 damage dealers. The enemy has a lot of damage dealing heroes, so I'm just telling my teammates to buy magic defense. I think I'll cut the audio here. Okay, again, I'm gonna take like a few minutes break. I'm also gonna quickly check what's the top 100 score, the score for the top 100. It's very difficult to navigate the interface with the icon at the side. The top 100 is 1706, so realistically, it's actually possible for me to reach top 100 in theory today. It's highly improbable. I have to win like 4 rounds more. Let's see, plus 12 for one game. Let's just consider plus 12 for one game. I have to win. Just let me collect all of this garbage first. I have to win 4 rounds, I think, or more than 4 rounds. I have to win 5 rounds because 5 times 12 is 60. That will leave me with 1703. Yeah, I'll pretty much have to be 1703 in order to get top 100, which means that I have to win 5 matches. That's insanely high. That's an insanely high number of games. I have never won 5 matches straight in a row in peak mode. So it's probably gonna be extremely difficult. As you go higher, your points for each wins actually gets lower, and your points lost for every loss gets higher. So it's gonna be difficult reaching the top 100, but we'll try. We'll not end the stream early. We'll just keep trying. I think I've waited long enough. Let's just get started. But before that, I actually want to check if I'm the best Zhang Liang in the server. Server wide. Can I go to Hero Power Leaderboard? What's the best in China? Oh, I'm actually the highest. Wow, okay. This is Ricardo Milos. Yeah, pretty much the highest here. Okay, so there's no difference between Hong Kong and server wide, I've discovered. Let's just continue. I just want to quickly check and just like waste some time so that I don't pair with the teammates from my earlier games. So that they don't ban Zhang Liang. Zhang Liang is actually like if Zhang Liang is played a lot as a support, then I will absolutely ban Zhang Liang, because Zhang Liang I think is pretty broken as a support. But nobody plays Zhang Liang, so I don't ban Zhang Liang. But if I see people starting to play Zhang Liang, I will definitely be banning Zhang Liang, because as I mentioned already, if you don't first pick him and the enemy pick him as a support, it's going to be a very difficult game for you all. Unless the Zhang Liang makes a lot of mistake. Oh my god, I'm a farm lane. Wow, that's difficult. That's tough. I have to depend a lot on my roaming lane. That's fine. I'll cut the audio here. See you guys next game. At the end of the stream, I mean.